Is Leonardo DiCaprio no longer the coveted Hollywood hottie he once was? With his wild party boy image and tarnished reputation for dating girls way past his age, some believe he's past his prime. Leonardo DiCaprio earned a reputation as a party-loving bachelor in the early days of his career, and it appears that he still isn't ready to let go of this lifestyle. Of course, there's no age limit on clubbing and partying, but many of DiCaprio's pals, like actor Tobey Maguire, are settled down with families of their own these days. Even one of DiCaprio's peers commented on his habit of partying. Drew Barrymore mentioned the star's exciting lifestyle while interviewing Sam Smith during an episode of her talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show. Barrymore said to Smith,
"I love that he's like still clubbing, you know?"
The Scream actor also mentioned that DiCaprio is known to spend time on yachts. It seems that the movie star's partying isn't slowing down anytime soon, because he was seen dancing in a nightclub in Miami in January 2023. A TikTok video captured the star enjoying himself in the club while dressed in a black baseball cap, jeans, and t-shirt. Unfortunately for DiCaprio, his low-key outfit didn't prevent him from being spotted. Social media users took to the comments section of the video to share their opinions on the actor's lifestyle, and not everyone was impressed. One user penned, "How is he not bored or tired of partying at his age?" Another wrote, "Real question, for how long is this fun? Like, I'm 41 and I legit get tired just looking at this clip. Yawn." Some might say that Leonardo DiCaprio's acting career already peaked. To be fair, the actor has accomplished so much in his career, leaving fans to question, what's there left to achieve? Titanic alone was one of the highest-grossing movies of all time. Additionally, DiCaprio finally won his Oscar for his role in the 2016 film The Revenant. When you think of the movie star's most notable roles, you probably think of these projects, as well as movies like The Wolf of Wall Street and Romeo and Juliet. Unfortunately, DiCaprio's more recent films haven't done quite as well as these classics. For example, Titanic grossed $2,255,696,524 worldwide back in 1997. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which DiCaprio starred in 2019, grossed $377,426,903 at the international box office. Of course, the Quentin Tarantino flick still did well critically and commercially, but this might indicate that the success of DiCaprio's previous films is less likely to be replicated at this point in his career. Is there a chance that DiCaprio's first Oscar win was his last? We guess we'll just have to wait and see if the actor proves us wrong. Many fans have questioned Leonardo DiCaprio's dating history because he appears to have a habit of dating much younger women. There's also the rumor that DiCaprio allegedly breaks off his relationships before his girlfriends turn 25. So while age is but a number, the actor's many age gap relationships may have negatively impacted his image. DiCaprio and his ex-girlfriend, actor and model Camilla Morrone, reportedly parted ways in 2022. The movie star was 47 at the time, while Morrone was 25. Morrone and DiCaprio were a very private couple, but we did get a peek inside their relationship here and there. Morrone even spoke about the age gap when she was interviewed by the Los Angeles Times in 2019. The model explained, "There's so many relationships in Hollywood, and in the history of the world, where people have large age gaps. I just think anyone should be able to date who they want to date." After he and Morrone parted ways, DiCaprio was linked to another much younger model. Some speculated that he was romantically involved with Eden Polani, who is 19, after they were photographed sitting next to each other at a party. However, it was also suspected that DiCaprio had moved on with then 28-year-old model Rose Bertram by February 2023. You'd think an actor as famous as Leonardo DiCaprio would be able to make anything possible in Hollywood, but it turns out this isn't the case, at least not these days. The Don't Look Up star actually had 2 projects fall through in more recent years. DiCaprio was set to star in Hulu's Devil in the White City after Keanu Reeves and Todd Field abandoned the series. This project is based on a book by author Eric Larson, which DiCaprio bought the rights to. Alongside Martin Scorsese, the star was also an executive producer of the prospective series, which has been in the works since 2010 when DiCaprio first bought the rights to the book, so it's unfortunate that it was reportedly scrapped by the streaming service in March 2023. There's another project DiCaprio has been trying to get off the ground for years, and it has to do with his interest in environmentalism. The star acquired the rights to 90s cartoon Captain Planet back in 2016, with the hopes of turning the series into a movie, and plans to work with actor Glenn Powell. However, the project still isn't in production as of this video. Powell spoke about the proposed film during a January 2023 interview with ET.
I know DiCaprio is super passionate about it. I'm super passionate about it. I think it could be great. I want that one to work. I'd love to play that superhero.
It seems that Leonardo DiCaprio is dabbling in more endeavors outside of acting these days. Much of the work he's done in more recent years has been behind the scenes. The star has released a number of documentaries, mostly having to do with environmentalism. He also has his own production company, Appy and Way Productions, under which DiCaprio has had plans to executive produce a number of projects. There is a chance, then, that acting is no longer a priority for the star, given the fact that he appears to be spending much of his time exploring his other passions. We received what might be more evidence that DiCaprio no longer has the acting bug back in 2013. He revealed that he was taking some time off that year. During an interview with Germany's mass circulation Daily Bild, DiCaprio shared, "I am a bit drained. I'm now going to take a long break. I've done 3 films in 2 years, and I'm just worn out. I would like to improve the world a bit. I will fly around the world doing good for the environment." The star had just wrapped filming both The Great Gatsby and The Wolf of Wall Street around this time, so he may have understandably been experiencing a bit of burnout. Leonardo DiCaprio has, of course, since returned to acting, but seemingly not at the pace he was before.